Hey friends, what's up? Karibuni tena sana to my YouTube channel. It's me, Stepho. If you're new here, welcome to the family and thank you so much for joining in. As you guys can see from the title of the video, this is going to be a random chit chat get ready with me video as we catch up on like where I've been and why I haven't uploaded in a while, considering for a while I was giving you guys quality content. I was giving you consistency and then I went quiet. So I'm just gonna come on here and talk to you guys about that. Also, we haven't really done a get ready with me video, like doing my makeup on my channel, in such a long time, and since I haven't been active for a minute, I was like I might as well just come back and get back to doing these videos. Before I even continue, friends, we are on the road to 10k subscribers and I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a big thumbs up and you could, you know, turn post notifications on, hit that subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time your girl uploads. And that's on period. I said what I said. Period.
I said what I said.
Anyway, without further much ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so friends, I've just finished doing my skincare. I really didn't do much. I just cleansed, toned, put some serum on and my sunscreen. For the face, we're going to be using my e.l.f. Cosmetics face primer. So where do I start? As I told you guys, it's going to be random, which means there really isn't like a particular topic I was coming to talk to you guys about. I'm just here to randomly talk about stuff. Anyway, so the first one, so when I was gone, guys, I think I noticed, and I was talking to my sister about this, how I feel like as you grow older, especially for me, my period has progressively become worse. I know that is such an off topic to start with, but like, wait. And I just hope this doesn't gross anyone out, which it shouldn't. It's 2020, you know. Next, we're going to be going in with my Juvia's Place foundation. I got this foundation from asminibeauty.com and I'm in the shade Burkina 310. As I was telling you guys, I started getting my period when I was in class, I think 7 going to 8, or in class 7 if I'm not wrong. And then, friends, my period, she just used to come. She just used to, you know, she just used to appear. Me, I used to hear people saying they're cramping. I'm like, oh, that's romance. That cannot be me. I feel like we have used a lot of foundation. And yeah, I'm also going to be using my Morphe M439 brush. Usually I use beauty blenders to blend in my foundation, but today I want full coverage, so I'm going to opt to go in with a brush, and then maybe I can go in after with a I'm telling you, I look orange, but I'm telling you, she's the one, I promise you. Anyways, so as I was saying, guys, my period, she just used to come. Do you understand what I'm saying? She literally just used to come unannounced, and that was it. And then I used to have very irregular periods. Like my period, I never even used to know when it was going to come. And then I went into high school, and I think it was in Form 2 that my periods, I started experiencing cramps. But I think even when I started experiencing them, I mean, this was at home. When I was home, I really didn't even know what it was. I just thought probably it was my stomach aching, and then I was just like, right, that's not my stomach aching. So that was how my periods. And then I hit Form 3, and wow, my cramps really intensified. But I don't know if it was just me, or I think it also depends on like the type of school you went. I went to PB. Yeah, I went to a public government school, and I remember even the process of getting meds for anything was such, oh my god, it was such a heart-wrenching process. So I remember for me, there was always this babe, and you know, comment down below if you relate. There was always that one babe in class who had like left too, you know, she was like a plug. So I remember in high school, having such people around, I always had myself that habit of, if I am in pain anywhere, friends, I will not sit down and tolerate that pain. I will, you know those memes for when you tell your cramps, when your cramps are coming, and it's like you would take pills to end both of you. That was me. that was me. So so the remaining part of high school, my third and fourth form, I was so used to taking meds because of my cramps. So you know, even before they came, I was like and that went on even after I finished high school. But then once I finished high school, the meds I used to take weren't working, you know. So after that, I was just like, right, you know, it's like I really I was so used to taking like meds and stuff. So you know, then the meds stopped working and now I had to get stronger meds and stuff. So yeah, but all in all, my cramps have always been tolerable. Also the first days were, you know. Then I think this year is when my cramps have become even worse. Like honestly, friends, I was cramping, when was this? I think about a week ago, and wow. And then I've also started developing other symptoms. Kitambo just used to be cramps, but now it's like cramps. It's like my lower back is on fire. The nausea. Why? I want to understand why. Just I was, oh my god, I don't even know how to explain to you guys, but like I have been experiencing the worst nausea. So next I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Revolution London Conceal and Define in the shade C12.5. So yeah, I also got this from Asmini Beauty. But yeah, I don't know, please tell me guys, how do you guys usually deal with like period symptoms and all that jazz, you know? Because for me, I'm tired. I hate it here. Hate it, friends, hate it. So yeah, but I really like these concealers, guys. I got this concealer that I told you from Asmini. They are very creamy. They are very, very, very good coverage. I promise you that. So yeah, let's talk about school. You know, and I think I saw a tweet on my Twitter, and it was about someone complaining about online learning and how, I mean, for some people they're able to, like, you know, work around it and stuff, but for other people, I think other people is me, it is exhausting. Like, it is genuinely hard. If it's not the workload, you know. And I'm gonna insert that tweet of can lecturers and just teachers in general not be like, we understand that it is a pandemic, and then still proceed to, you know, to give you such a crazy amount of workload. And I don't know, for me, I personally feel like if they said we open school, imagine, I think I'd gladly go back, because I don't know, at home there can be so many distractions. And then, you know, there's also the fact that lecturers are bombarding you with work every day, and it's like, sad, do you really think this is the only thing we do? Do you really think this is the only thing we do? And especially for people who just completed my mid-semester exams. Wait! Online exams are also not a joke, you know, because what? You know, especially for us, we have been learning on this platform called Responders. That's how we do our exams, and it has this webcam check on, and ciao, you know. And even if it is an open book exam, what? It is hard. Yo, examinations are hard. Because and I'm gonna rant to you guys about one class of mine that this motherfucker playing with me.
Ooh, this motherfucker playing with me.
You know, the lecturer is always just doing the most. So this man, yeah, he gives us an assignment, and he's like, you know, I want this assignment by this day and this day. And then for us, we usually use Blackboard, so that's where like all our material is kept, like all the notes and stuff, and if like there are announcements, they can be put on there. So, you know, it is the school expects, actually the school demands for teachers to be putting up the notes on Blackboard, because that is the site that we use, you know. So there's this particular class of my friends, this man was really not putting up these notes, and it was like, Shem, you really just have one job, put up the notes. So, you know, the first time we were like, okay, so sir, don't forget to put up the notes, sir, don't forget to. Until now he gives us this assignment that is very dependent on the notes, yeah. So he's like, so again, people remind him, and he's like, okay, I shall do it. And we're like, okay, higher, the first day passes, the second day passes, and you know the time to submit the assignment is in a Caribbean. So we're like, sir, you got to post the notes. Tell me why this man goes like, oh, sorry, noted. However, I have decided that I'm going to post the notes after you have done the assignment so that I can test how attentive you are. Is it me? You know, friends, I was just like, why? Is this the hill you want to die on, sir? You know, I don't know whether it's just me, but honestly there are some classes that I am in and I'm just like, oh good Lord, give me the patience and not the strength, because why? To say we did the assignment, we wrote for him stories, and that's about it. So friends, I don't know if you guys can tell my hair. I have really been loving rocking short hair, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, of course sometimes it is a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, managing short hair, but I've been having so much fun with it. And like today I used like a new technique to like really define my curls and stuff. So you know, I was going to film it and then I was like, anyways. So next I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C15. This, I'm going to be using this to contour. We are eliminating the chin, and then I'm going to be going in with my Liabella. I'm going to be going in with my Liabella contour brush. I love these brushes, by the way. There's a discount code, so yeah, use the code Stephanie101 when you go to checkout and you're going to get some money off. But I just love, they're very soft, you know, the bristles do what the guards do, they do what needs to be done, you know. So yeah, I love blending. Also, when you're blending your contour, friends, always blend it upward, don't drag it down. So yeah, I always try to blend, especially, but for my jaw I just like go in circles, you know, because some of us have double chins and triple chins, so you know. But I genuinely just love the product, and using brushes to do your makeup, I don't know, I've come to learn it makes your base look very flawless. So yeah, I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Medium Deep Powder. This is in the shade 30. Yeah, I'm just going to set my under eye. Also, when you're using your powder, you can just dip in your wet beauty blender and then you tap off the excess, you know. Let's talk about my content. First of all, I want to tell you, friends, that I really appreciate each and every one of you who takes your time to like watch my videos and comment and, you know, send me like DMs and stuff, because trust me, those messages, child, this is going to be wilding. Those messages always go such a long way in making someone's day. So I really just want to appreciate you guys. I absolutely love it when I receive such messages, because it's almost like a tap on your shoulder and it's like, you know what, you're doing amazing, sweetie. So yeah, so I received a very interesting DM from another creative, yeah, and he told me, he was basically like encouraging me to like to go on with my content and stuff, and he pointed out something and he was like, he likes it, or he finds it very encouraging that I, on my platforms, especially my YouTube, I have talked about, you know, my mental health, especially in terms of being a creative. And it's because it's something, and you know, and he was like, you know, big ups to you, because a lot of people don't talk about it and stuff, which is so true. A lot of people don't talk about it, of course, for different reasons. I mean, not all of us can talk about the same thing, but I feel like why I always see the need to talk about it is because as content creators all over the world, you never see any person like, we aren't trying to document, you know, like our worst days and stuff like that. You get the gist. So people are always talking about or showing you, like, you know, the glam, but y'all never get to see what actually happens. So I've always found it important to highlight that as much as being a content creator looks, you know, it looks all glamorous and stuff, sweeties, it is not always, you know, it's not always roses, and a lot of people are usually struggling. So yeah, and I think for me, even just as a creator, I feel like I've grown so much, because especially when it came to taking breaks, I for one used to feel like if I'm taking a break, I'm wasting time. And you know, it might sound silly to some of you, but it's true. Like, the pressures of being in this space astronomical, you guys. They are out beyond our understanding. I feel like it's very important to talk about it, because I know there are so many people who want to join this space, and then once you're in this space, it's like, oh, we wasn't ready, you know. So I feel like for me, I was saying I've grown, because when I started, it was mainly about consistency, putting out content, even at the expense of, you know, how I'm feeling, and you know, and I was always just ignoring it, and I was like, washinda tu hapo ukikaka and people are here producing content. So you see, I feel like it's almost just as any other field. There's always pressure. There are always people who are going to be doing, you know, they're going to be doing more than you're doing, and you feel like, you know, you're not doing enough. So I perfectly understand. And if you're feeling some type of way and you're in this field, or in whatever field you are, I just want to let you know that you are not alone. And there's this advert I've been really seeing, especially on YouTube, on Skillshare, and whoever did that advert really spoke to me. And the advert is basically saying that as human beings, you are not an Instagram bio, you are not your career, you are not, you get, like, for me, if you put it into context, like, who is Steffo without makeup? Who is Steffo without her YouTube channel? You know, and I think the beauty of that ad is the message, and they were saying that as humans, we often tie ourselves to things that we think that we are, and that's not who exactly we are, or that's not just what we are. We are so much more, and I think that's just the beauty of life, the complexities of just being a human. So I think for me, I was saying how I have grown, because I was always beating myself down if I was taking a break. I was feeling like I'm wasting time. I was feeling like, you know, I was always feeling like the need and the rush to even explain myself, you know. Hi friends, I wasn't because da 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 da. And I think growing up, I'm going to be using the True Complexion contour palette in this field. I've also come to understand that I don't necessarily need to over explain myself. And when I take a break, like when I did, it was not because I was at my breaking point, so that I'd be like, okay child, we really need to take this break, but I'm taking this break because I want to take a break. Do you understand the difference? So, oh child, look at that contour period. So, you know, I think for me, that's what we call growth, you know. And I'm so proud of myself. You guys name it Okambali. Like, I used to have so many breakdowns from like creating content and feeling like I was not doing enough, and sometimes even feeling like, even when I used to get like any form of recognition, it's like, do I deserve it? And this is going to be probably a whole separate video, but like, I came to realize even during this break that I'm probably going through something called imposter syndrome, and I'm going to do a separate video on it, because I think I was probably struggling with it for such a long time, but now that I know what exactly it is, I'm at a better place. So yeah, I'm going to be going in with my Sahara Blush Volume 1 palette. I love this palette. I also got this from asminibeauty.com, and this is how it has blush. You can also use this as a contour. So this one's like the main blushes, and these are highlights. This is like really dark, so I use it for like a contour and stuff. I love this palette. So I'm going to be going in with my Bella brushes. You know, if we are looking for good brushes, child, Bella is the place to go, period. So yeah, also when you're applying blush, I always apply it like on the apple of my cheek. So yeah, so I decided to bring you guys a bit closer so that we can do my eyes. I'm going to be doing something very, oh my god friends, I am in love with my face. Like this is the art of looking grand, period. That's another video. So yeah, anyways, well, I'm going to be using my BH Summer Loving palette. It's a really cute simple palette. It doesn't have like much going on, it has a lot of neutral shades and all of that. Anyway, so I think we're going to use a little bit of my P. Louis base. This is in the shade number 4. Wait, let me show you guys. My P. Louis base, and this is in the shade, I think, Roma 4. So we're going to start by dipping into this chocolate shade. Put that on the inner corner of my lid. Dipping into this other shade of brown in the middle of my lid, but also like blend it in. And then we're going to be going in with this neutral brown to like blend out my edges. For the rest of my crease, I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and then I'm going to tap. Using another flat brush, I'm going to tap into this shimmer. Actually, I'm going to go in with my finger and then just tap that in. Oh wow, that is very pretty. Using my finger, I just tap. Subtle, not doing the most, do you know what I mean? And this is the final look, guys. I don't know about you guys, but the makeup today is looking amazing and it makes me feel so much better, considering I haven't worn makeup in a while. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going for my friend's birthday. I don't know if I put this out there.
My old lovers fall into my covers, where they sink one by one. Yeah, I watch them disappear to nothing, disposable as chewing gum. There are deal breakers where I come from. My family don't suffer, fools glad they know. Do we kiss and lie in bed to fill awkward silences? Do we feel emptiness after